Hey guys, thanks so much for joining me today. We are going to do a really fun workout on all fours, so in quadruped today. It is one of my favorite positions actually to get people in to work out because it starts to work all the arm muscles and the leg muscles. So it's really good for weight bearing. Also, this is a great prenatal video. It doesn't have to be, I think it's good for anyone, but it's super great for pregnant women as well because as you get bigger, as I am, I'm at 24 weeks right now, and this is a great position to be in since you don't really want to be on your belly anymore and you're not laying on your back anymore. So let's get started. I do have a 5-pound hand weight here. It's not necessary for this workout at all, but if you have a really light hand weight, anywhere from 1 to 5 pounds, you might want to have it close, okay? So let's get started. We're going to start, guess what, on all fours. You probably could have figured that out. All right, so let's find your hands underneath your shoulders and your knees underneath your hips. All right, on an exhale, round your spine. So tuck your tail, tuck your head, and then inhale to arch. Head up and tail up. And exhale, pull the belly in, draw the sit bones gently together. And then when you go into your arch or extension position, let those sit bones come apart. So if you are pregnant, this is actually a great way to work those pelvic floor muscles as opposed to just doing Kegels all day, which isn't always the best thing. This actually is a nice way. So really visualize your sit bones coming apart when you come into extension, and then visualize them coming together as you come into flexion. And then let's find a halfway point in between those two, and let's lift the left arm out in front of you. Okay, so we're just going to hold that here. You're trying to keep your back in the same position. This is a variation on spinal balance. Let's bring that arm down. Plant the weight through the left hand, lift the right arm up. Shoulder blade drops down, fingertips reach out, and let's bring that back down. All right, find your nice flat spine again. Take your left leg back behind you. Reach it back, point the toes, both hips facing the ground. Bring it back in. Right leg. So because we're spending the whole workout in this general position, it's really important that we show the back how to maintain itself as we lift the arms and the legs here. Okay, so now find your nice steady position again. Left arm comes out in front of you. Try not to sink in the right arm. Take the right leg back behind you. So this is our full spinal balance position. Bring it back down. Switch, right arm lifts, left leg back. And breathe and reach. And come back down. Nice job. All right, we're going to switch sides again. Left arm, right leg. I want you to lower both, tap the ground, and then lift. So if this is too much, then just do the arm or the leg, okay? You don't have to do them both in combination. Okay, 3 more. 3, and balance does get harder as you get farther along in your pregnancy. 1, nice job. Bring them back. Okay, right arm up. Left leg back. Reach, reach, reach. And then let's inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. Trying not to let that back increase its arch. So keep that back nice and flat. 4, 3, 2, 1. Back down. Nice job. Separate your knees wide if you're pregnant and you need to. And let's just sit back for a child's pose. Walk your hands over to the left. Walk your hands over to the right. Back to center. And let's come back up. All right, so bring your knees to hip distance apart again. Hands are going to come underneath the hips. So we're going to take the left leg back behind you. Toes are pointed. It's reaching towards the ground. Exhale, lift it up. And inhale, lower. So we're just lifting that leg about to body height or a little bit higher, just making sure, again, the back doesn't arch when you do it. And try to keep your weight centered over both arms so you're not leaning to the right or to the left. Last one, leave it up, stay there. Now what you're gonna do is lower the leg down to the right. So I'm tapping outside the mat on the right. And then I want you to lift it up into the left. Okay, so down to the right tap, lift it up to the left. So you're drawing this little diagonal. We have 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Leave it up. Now bring it to center, then out to the left. Center. So these are just little slides. In, out, out. 4. Hopefully you're feeling your booty by now on both sides actually. Last one, little pulses. Up, up. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it back down. Nice job. Give yourself a cat stretch. And always give yourself child's pose anytime that you need to, okay? Just sit back in that child's pose. Let's extend. Halfway in between those two, we have another leg. So reach the right leg back. Exhale, lift, and lower. So remember at the beginning, I said I really like this all fours position because it makes you work your arms. You might be feeling those right about now. Make sure you keep the shoulder blades down and the elbows are soft, meaning they're not locked. So you have a little bend in your elbows. 3, 2, 1. Okay, lower it down, tap outside the left side of the mat. Exhale up and to the right. Oh, and if you have a plant there like I do, you might skim your toes along it. I was wondering what that was. It's my plant. So you're trying not to let your weight shift to the left or the right. See if you can keep yourself centered. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so it's out to the side a little bit. Squeeze it in, back out. In, out. Think about keeping that pelvic floor engaged, the belly button lifted. 4, 3, 2, 1. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Down. Nice job. Come down onto your elbows for me. So I'm going to show you the next exercise, then I'll talk to you about your wrists, which I know I haven't really addressed yet. Elbows are down, palms are flat. All right, so let's take left leg, bend it, exhale, lift it up, inhale, back down. Nice job. So we didn't talk at all about wrists. A lot of these exercises can be done on your elbows, or they can be done on your fists. But a lot of times, unless you have a true carpal tunnel, a lot of times wrist weakness actually is coming from the shoulders. So you can go to some of my arm exercise videos, arm strengthening, or my Pilates for arms and upper back, and that actually can help your wrists over time. Last one, lift it up, stay there, pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. We have another leg. When you're ready, flex the foot, bend the knee, lift. So here also, try not to just sink in the shoulders. Try to push away from your elbows so you're really strong in that upper back. Good job. We have 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Leave it up there. Pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and down. Nice job. Let's come back up to your hands and just sit back for a moment. Give yourself a couple turns of the wrist, and we're going to do push-ups. I'm going to show you, obviously, the pregnant version. If you are in any stage of your pregnancy, I want you to do the version I show you. Otherwise, you're going to go to a plank and do your push-ups that way, okay? But the difference is when you're pregnant, we don't want to be in any plank position because it's going to pull your abdominals apart. If you've heard of separated abs, that's one of the ways you can get them is by working your abs in certain positions while you're pregnant. So we avoid crunches, we avoid oblique crunches, side planks, and full planks. So come forward for me. I'll show you, like I said, the pregnant version. If you are not pregnant, then what you'll do is just bring your knees back, right? Find your plank and do your push-ups that way or up on your toes. If you are pregnant, I want you to stay here. And whenever you're ready, all of you, we can start. You inhale down, exhale up. So for my pregnant women, you're right here doing it. You're lowering the chest down. You're still gonna get arm work, believe it or not. If you haven't tried these, try them for me. I promise they're surprisingly efficient at working your arms, and you don't want to take any chances of separating those abs. It's just not worth it, I promise. It's 40 weeks you're pregnant. You can do without ab work for 40 weeks, and then you can get back to it when you're 16 weeks postpartum. That's when you're safe to get back to it, okay? Last two. Last one. And up. Nice job. Sit back.